Well, first of all, I really, truly want to thank Dr. Cagle for those amazing and kind words, perhaps too generous. I also want to thank Sarah, who has been my friend and closest companion for a very long time now. I'm honored to have her at my side through this endeavor, and I really appreciate your words. Family, friends, colleagues, and honorable elected officials, allow me to begin my remarks by thanking each of you for taking the time to join me here this evening. I am honored and humbled by your company. Let me also take the time to thank my mother and father who have so generously given to me and this campaign the necessary resources to invite you here today. Please join me in thanking them. Mom and Dad, would you please stand up? Many of you already know my story. I'm a local boy who grew up biking the streets of Alloway, attended the old Alloway School building at the corner of Webster and Alloway Avenue. I'm a young man who grew up delivering newspapers for the Green Bay Press-Gazette to earn my first paycheck, and would go on to attend St. Norbert College to study English and political science. St. Norbert would afford me the chance to discover my love for service, first by traveling to London, England, where I had the chance to work in the British Parliament, and then in my junior year, when I made history, as the first student from St. Norbert College to win a seat on the De Pere City Council. I cast critical votes in my first term, paving the way for a bold new bridge. When people told me this election was a fluke and was only because that I had the support of the students, I ran again and I won, this time by double-digit margins. And now, with the support of my friends and family, I find myself standing before you today, asking for your help and support in this next great endeavor. The promise of our great state has been enshrined in our state flag and our state motto, calling each one of us to move forward. And for as long as I can remember, I have been inspired by this profound and compelling command. In the spirit of that command, calling each of us forward, I wish to share with you my vision for our great state. A state rich in natural beauty, recognized for its diverse business and industries, its outstanding educational opportunities, incredible athletic teams, and some of the most hardworking and down-to-earth people one will ever meet. We are most certainly not a state on the fringe. We are a reasonable and progressive people, respectful of our past and optimistic about our great future. We don't yearn for reasons to dislike or disagree with our neighbor. The politics of classism and hate, separation and fear, laziness and greed must have no place in Alloway, must have no place in De Pere, no place in Ashwaubenon, no place in Green Bay, and certainly no place in Madison. Campaigns need to be about issues. Lately, though, we have seen campaigns that concentrate on personalities, not issues, problems, and not solutions. For all of these reasons, today I announce that I am a candidate for the Wisconsin State Assembly District Number 4. Now, for some of you, this announcement may come as a bit of a surprise, even though you got a postcard. Or perhaps a deviation from the plans I announced earlier in the year, when I decided not to run for re-election as a De Pere alderperson. While the promise of graduate school is still something I hope to achieve, those who know me best know that I love a challenge, whether the challenge is academic, professional, or political. I am interested in the future, and if I can contribute to a better and brighter future for my generation, for my parents' generation, and for all the citizens of this state, then this is a calling I must answer. I have been inspired by my family, my friends, and supporters who have challenged me and motivated me to take this next step. In recent times, though, I have been disappointed by the lack of progress and practicality of many of our state legislators, and I know that we can do better. We've seen our state become last in the nation in too many categories. Most memorably, all of us will recall that we were the last in the nation to approve a budget. I contend that Wisconsin and more specifically, our values are not reflected in the behavior of elected officials who represent partisan agendas and not the general interest. Too often we see party take precedent over progress. Too often we see opportunity give way to defeat because of a radical idea or agenda on one side of the aisle, be it Democratic or Republican. Today I offer you an alternative to the status quo. I offer you the chance to support a candidate who will recognize that no political party has a monopoly on good ideas. I offer you my record, which has been tried and tested, elected and re-elected. I offer you an energy and dedication to this community that spans an entire lifetime. I offer you the chance to support a lifelong member of this community, raised in Alloway, educated at St. Norbert, and served the city of De Pere. I offer you a chance to send a loud and powerful message to Madison that states that the status quo just isn't good enough. I also believe that politics and progress are not mutually exclusive. A politics that represents corporations, lobbyists, and political action committees will breed not only favoritism, but laws that are not truly intended to serve the people of our state or the people of our district. I also believe that a state representative cannot ethically represent our communities when not only do the majority of his contributions come from out of our district, but slide in from energy representatives, telecommunication company associates, and healthcare organizations. When I'm your state representative, the message to these groups will be loud and clear. My voice and my vote are not for sale. Now is the time for innovation, not only in our economy, but in our energy policies and healthcare. We need new ideas, bold proposals, and a plan for the future. If Washington won't take action to incentivize changes to make our energy use more efficient and our environment cleaner, then Madison can and must. This transition begins today. We need tax credits that encourage people to expand and improve the efficiency of our energy infrastructure. We need to draw new job growth to our state by offering grants and loans to businesses who invest in and promote green technologies and jobs. We need to support our young people to not only pursue education here in northeastern Wisconsin, but to stay here and offer their skills to our communities. We need to restore passenger rail service to the Green Bay area, helping to reduce not only our dependence on oil, but improving and expanding our public infrastructure. We need these opportunities, and we need them today. We've heard a great deal about change in this election cycle, but undoubtedly some things will remain the same. The scourge of petty political and personal attacks will rear its ugly head in any number of ways. My opponent may very well charge that I'm too young, I'm too inexperienced, or too ambitious. And as some of you know, I've heard this all before. My opponent should know that I'm young enough to have the energy to get things done. I'm experienced enough to know that this will take hard work and the support of many others. And I'm ambitious enough to believe that together we can and must move forward. The choice this year is not just between two candidates, but between two fundamentally different ways of approaching the way our government operates. And this choice will reside with each of you. I want to put people over politics. I want to restore dignity and integrity to this process. I want to end legislation paid for and written by lobbyists. I want smoke-free public places that protect our children and workers. I want to eliminate PAC and lobbyist influence on the way we write and enact laws. I want to actually vote on issues like healthcare reform, smoke-free environments, and ways to encourage green jobs and clean technologies. But most importantly, again, I want to put people over politics. I hope you will support me in this campaign as we take our message from De Pere to Alloway and from Ashwaubenon to Green Bay. I need your help in going door to door, your financial support, and most importantly, your moral support every step of the way. Before you leave, please sign up to volunteer, to host a yard sign, and of course, make a contribution. Since I will not take PAC or lobbyist money, I'm depending on people like you to get out my message. And in the days to come, I encourage you to check out samdunlop.com for more information on our campaign and ways you can become involved. If you believe, like I do, that we must put progress over party and that we must move forward to take on the hard issues, then I ask you to join me. Together, we will make our communities a better place to live. Thank you very much.